So thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about Serene because I feel like it serves such a great purpose outside of the Core Complete. Most people do find such great success with the Core Complete products, but I feel like I wanted to kind of enlighten people about what Serene could be used for. Maybe you deal with like a chronic anxiety or have a chronic stress in your life. This would be a great addition to add to the Core Complete. I personally have found help with Serene using it before I go to work in the morning because as a nurse, I have 12-hour shifts, which are mentally and physically draining. And I feel like I can take on a lot more, keep calm, and just kind of keep my stuff together. I've also found it very helpful in public speaking. So you can better believe that I've taken some tonight. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about stress and what is it? It's a physiological reaction to a perceived threat or pressure. And it manifests with physical symptoms, things like exhaustion or loss of energy. It can also create physiological symptoms like irritability and tension. And of course, studies have shown that chronic stress is one of the biggest underlying factors of disease. One really good example of this, me being a heart nurse, is something called Takotsubo, which is it's known as broken heart syndrome. It can actually cause an enlarged heart because of a traumatic experience, maybe the loss of a loved one. And so that is a prime example of what stress can do physiologically to your body. So stress is something that's really important to get a grip on, especially if it's a chronic thing in your life. I think we all go through it at times. There's many examples of what I could say, but nobody's immune to stress. So let's talk about what is in Serene. It has a propriety blend of adaptogens. You're going to hear that word a lot tonight. Adaptogens are things that help our body deal with stress and minimize the negative effects that stress may have on our body. What does Serene help with? It helps with memory and energy. It boosts our mood and minimizes stress. It maximizes our energy output and utilization and lessens mental fatigue. So the recommended dose is 2 capsules. It says to take it at bedtime. I actually take it in the morning before work, and I just took some tonight because I knew I was going to be speaking. It's not recommended for children under the ages of 18. So what I would say to that is use your judgment. If I had a 16-year-old at home who was dealing with a lot of stress, because that's what teenagers go through, you better believe I'd be giving them Serene. College students would be another great example. I think college students undergo so much stress. This could be used as like a daily thing, but it can also be used as what we say in the hospital, like a PRN or as needed. I use it more as an as needed basis. But again, if you are somebody who deals with chronic stress or anxiety, this would be a great addition to add to your daily regimen. The ingredients are vitamin C. It's got 120 milligrams, which is 130% of our daily recommended intake. And then the pure stress relief blend. So I'm going to name off the different ingredients, and every single one of these things is an adaptogen, again, which helps your body deal with stress. So something called Codenopsis root, Rhodiola rosea, reishi mushroom extract, cordyceps, which is a mushroom powder. There's Vasica leaf extract, purple orchid bark extract. There's our mumio, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about, which is amazing. There's so much research. In fact, I spent literally probably 3 hours last night before going to bed looking at the medical research, like medical studies and mumia. Okay, so I was finding studies that was going through the research and the results. And I don't want to bore you, but basically all of these ingredients have a ton of research, and they've been historically used and still are used today in traditional Chinese medicine. So I think we have our hands on something so great. And of course, pretty much everybody that isn't pure loves anything that's not medicine, right? So anything that we can do natural to help with things, ailments, we're going to go for that before medicine, and at least try it and give it a shot and see if it works. So the Codenopsis root extract, it's native to China. It has extensive health benefits. Besides the adaptogenic response that it produces, all of the things I just named off, they help with immune support as well. But some of the cool things with this Codenopsis is it improves stamina and energy, but it also nourishes our blood and the blood production in our body. It offers neuroprotection, and so many other things, antibacterial, anti-aging, aids with digestion. Okay, so that's just that one ingredient. Then we have rhodiola rosea. There's a ton of research on this. It has shown statistically significant results in improving mental performance, decreased mental fatigue, significant reduction in anxiety and stress, and no side effects. It influences the release of stress hormones while boosting energy metabolism and can prevent chronic stress and stress-related complications. So, big one right there. The reishi mushroom extract. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much about this mushroom. We actually have this mushroom, I believe, in our greens, and I think it might even be in our protein, but it is amazing. So it grows in live trees in South America and Asia. Its most prominent benefits are the calming and stress-reducing qualities, but it's also known as the smart mushroom. It can protect and regenerate nerves within the brain and body. So new research is showing its ability to heal and restore the structure and function of nerve cells within the central and peripheral nervous system. So basically what that means is if you had any type of degenerative nerve condition, reishi mushroom is going to be your friend. Also, a ton of cancer research. Studies demonstrate anti-cancer activity in experiments with cancer cells. Reishi suppressed cell adhesion and cell migration of highly invasive breast and prostate cancer cells, suggesting its potency to reduce tumor invasiveness. I know I'm getting a little in depth here, but I want you to understand, my point is with all of this is that, yes, all of these ingredients help with stress, but they have so many other health benefits. Again, the reishi is used in China to strengthen the immune system of cancer patients who receive chemo and radiation. Then we have the cordyceps sinensis mushroom. It stimulates our adrenal glands and helps to regulate the nerve system, which is a system that becomes overstimulated when we have chronic stress. So its benefits far exceed the stress. It's actually got anti-malarial, antifungal, anti-HIV properties. We also have the Vasica leaf extract, which is grown in India. Beyond its stress-relieving properties, it's helpful for cough, bronchitis, bronchial asthma, and inflammation. And then we have our purple orchid bark extract, which is, again, helpful for stress, but also has anti-cholesterol effects. Lastly, I'm going to talk about our mumio. It's an herbal mineral kind of blend that's derived from layers of rocks that are in areas of India, Russia, and former USSR. There are many published research studies on it. It's, of course, an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, it's chemoprotectant, it's immune protector, but it also has potent anabolic properties, which means that it's constantly helping your body build and repair muscle. So again, that's why Mumio is so great for our GPS line and in our Adapt product too, because it's not only helping with mental and physical stress, it's helping with physiological stress on our muscles, it's helping repair. So it's such an amazing property. Studies show it's safe, generally free of adverse effects. This is kind of cool, I found out. It increases spermatogenesis in infertile males. So the studies I was reading actually showed great success with improvements in fertility issues. It can also, if taken in large enough amounts, so like you'd have to take 4 capsules a day, it helps with cholesterol levels, and then it helps with ATP production, things that are going to just improve our energy levels and fight fatigue. So that's a lot of information on this one product. I hope you found it helpful. If anything, I hope you can suggest this to people who might be dealing with a lot of stress. And maybe if they're starting with Core Complete, adding the Serene could be a little jump start in getting them, feeling a little bit better with their anxiety and stressors. So Serene is a great product.